I am Krishnamurthi. You can call Murthy. So I am handling, as Mr. Ramanathan said, finance as well as the IT of the company. I have come through a lot of areas where it was path breaking or new areas. So it is untrodden areas. So we have come a long way. Now I will my brief about it, how we can use IT to the business. Does it make business sense to have IT into the business? So, or how to use the technology to improve our business, how to improve on it. So that's the area I would like to touch, as he said. So I am not going to touch any technicality. So it's real day life. So how we can club together both the things. So some of my experiences I will share maybe at the later part of the presentation. Just I am giving you the pain points and how to remove that pain points. So business. So we all do business. So how it has evolved? The business for a period of time has evolved from pure agriculture, handicraft, trading that was there years before. So then we move to global business, manufacture and services become most part of the GDP. So the growth in GDP happens through services. So today we are having services as the main industry. So it can be banking service, it can be IT service, it can be different types of services, travel services. So the business has moved from pure agricultural trading basic necessity to more of value adds, the services. So the way it is moving, we predict and we can see the business moves into knowledge sharing at the moment. I was working with Mr. Sheshadri of NIC long back, how to price the products, how to price the IT products, connectivity, how to price it, how to price the downloads. Some of it has become operational today. Some of the access, we are having somebody is part of tax portals, there are share portals, so that all price. So how so it becomes a business the moment it is priced. Today the emails are not priced, so it is not a business. The moment people see the usage, so as we go along, can we price it? So then it becomes a business. So I feel there will be more of knowledge sharing, more of informations will be priced. So that is the way ahead. So how do we do? So initially we were working from the house, then the offices came up, maybe 50 years, 60 years, 70 years before the offices came up. So the future trend will be like we will be moving towards lot of consultants and services. So how it affects us, how the business, what are the requirements, how it has changed. So traditionally it was the grains has to be stored somewhere carefully without the rats getting into it. So then we have to move the bulk goods from one place to another. So that were the major requirements. So today modern requirements is movement of major manufactured goods from one place to another. It is moved through different modes of transport like lorry and other transports, the trains, everything else. Then another thing, important thing which has become is how do we enclose the goods. The packaging has become very prominent today. So there is a RIN, there is improved RIN, there is new improved RIN. So maybe the contents may be the same, but people look at it differently with the packaging. So packaging is important. How do we do? Then advertisement and communication. So lot of work has happened with advertisement and communication. And the future seems a seamless delivery. What we want, we can order from the house. Now we are ordering pizzas, we are ordering so many things. Then in future probably we will be doing all through internets, how to order. So things are delivered wherever we want. And another important thing is billing and payment. So now we have a counter, good sales girls, so they entice the customer. So that may not be the case in future. So it will be like billing and payment. It is done online. So we swipe the cards. We don't have any paper money. Paper money is losing its sheen. It is becoming plastic money. And communication. So how do we communicate to the persons? As we don't have a shop, there is no windows. So how do we communicate? The communication maybe through internet or through how we do. So whenever we go. So that and all is a business requirement. The evolution of IT, if you look at. So pure notebooks. There were olden days the milk was done with barcodes in the walls. Then it became notebooks. Notebooks written down. Now it has become laptops and extended memory. So there are extended memory. We can look at CDs, the flash drives. There are all the other things. And now we are into the ERP, the SAP or any other ERP. So it not only does the calculations, it not only stores our data, it also leads us into the processes. The processes are like we are, now Indians have a very good process mentality. If you look at the marriage, so marriage starts with Bharat. So Bharat reaches, then there is a process, there is an activity, then it moves into everybody should be given a lunch or dinner. So these processes we are very good at. So the processes in the business also we look at. So the processes, how it can be integrated. So people have to be integrated, process has to be integrated. So that helps. The present day computers help us to do more than what it is. So I will just touch the areas where it is all helping. The planning in business, it is very important. We have a plan. Without a plan, it's not going to work. The project planning, it helps. Cash flow, it helps. Then controlling, it helps. Controlling, how do we do? The controlling of the cost is very important. So the cost control, the computers and the ERP helps. I am taking SAP as one example where we have implemented it. So I have taken it as an example. Any other ERP, any other software will help in all the things. In compliances, we have tax returns. Now government has also moved into the technology part of it. So most of the tax returns are filed online. We need not have to go into the tax offices and other areas. Data warehousing. So we will, earlier we used to say we call the person. So what is the sales of the last year? What is the production we have done during last month? So this and all, now things are past. So now we can look at my dashboard. So what is it? One click away, everything we can get. So projections. So another area where we can look at it, if extension of the memory. So whatever we have done, so we can extend it to projections. So what will be the future like? We are looking at tomorrow, will it rain or not? There is weather forecast and there are forecasts about the stock market, how it will behave, like that. So other things are also uses. So now I will just briefly touch the 4 components of the business. The management, what earlier we call land, labor, capital and organization. These are all the management, these are all the ingredients of business. So in modern day we can say management, money, material and manpower. So these are all the 4 components of business. So these are all the areas where we can have the technology or the future growth of the information technology we can look at. So management is organization. Now we have storage of information, how, who and how to move about, taking decisions. We call it KPIs. So how we go about. The money is money part of it, the capital. So how can we raise money? Previously we were having money lenders and other things. Now modern banks, So file the application online, so they process it and give us a sanction or requires this thing. So in all the areas, the technology has made a difference. Material also, supply chain management is a big area. So where to procure, how to procure, and how to cost effectively procure, and just in time inventory, all the things we can work with the computers. So pain points. So the topic of the day was, what are the pain points, how do we remove? The pain points is widely used business jargon and a word that many investors like to use. They may ask you, what is the pain point you are trying to solve with this idea? So the pain point, generally it is meant unresolved problem. Unresolved pain points becomes business opportunity. So for example, the battery usage. Now we are using laptops. So suddenly we are working on a laptop, maybe in the airport. Suddenly it goes off. So do we have a plug point? So then it is a pain point. So we don't have a plug point, then we cannot work. So the companies who can create a battery with longer duration of life, or a solution where we have two batteries in the same computer, one goes off, another takes on. So that becomes a big business. So wherever we have difficulty, if it is removed, so that becomes a business. So pain points are all business opportunity. We used to say, my father used to say during my childhood days, so you are seeing a problem. So I used to go and tell him, this is the problem. This is the problem, then there is a business there. So if you have a problem, if we can solve it, it's a business. So whatever it is, it can be a transport problem. So initially people didn't have the means of transport. So moving goods from one place to another, moving manpower from one place to another was a big business. So the wheels were invented, the Ford company became #1 company in the world. Maybe General Motors took over again from Ford. So these were the big two, you can say. Today, if you look at, it's not so. Today, the big two, if you look at Apple, IBM, and maybe Microsoft. So the whole situation has changed. So what was a commodity business has become knowledge business. So the pain points were, earlier the pain points were moving of people from one place to another, so it made a business. Today, the knowledge sharing and how to do business without moving, so that becomes as the business. So laptops, so can I look at, no, now if you see the way people are looking at movies, people are looking at games, everything into single box, that's a laptop or iPods. So it's all becoming a big business. So these are all the problem areas. So in future, so today I am a doctor, so I don't know how to invest. So somebody provides me the thing on my call. So that becomes a business. So future businesses are knowledge based, location immaterial. So it can be anywhere else, and if it serves my purpose, then it becomes a good business. So I will just sum up what are all the pain points.